Hello everyone and welcome back to The Wolf Among Us. We are on episode 5, Cry Wolf. If you saw my post, yes, I already finished The Wolf Among Us, but for some reason episode 5 was the only one that had static and it echoed as well. So I'm replaying it. So we're gonna rewind.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it.
And don't mind the outfit. I have an interview today and I just wanted to be ready for it. So don't mind it. I still have a job, but I'm trying to get a new job that pays a lot more than what I'm getting paid now. And it's a good job, too.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays.
That's why you can't.
I am one of your strays.
It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree.
No, we're not.
No!
Sorry that I keep glancing
We're not
over. I'm
burning
just
the
trying to
trees
make
now.
sure that my camera does not
Hey,
freeze.
you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look,
Once
maybe
I
a
get
few
paid
will
on
get sent up, but
Wednesday,
you're
I'm
my
gonna
friend,
buy a
Colin.
new camera on
I wouldn't do that to
Thursday.
you.
Because I think I get paid Wednesday night.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
I'm sure we do. Oh, I love this music so much. Oh my god. I'm just gonna take off one headphone a little bit. Never mind, I guess. This music just hits so hard.
You've come a long way.
That's the Crooked Man's story. He walked a crooked
You
mile.
must be tired.
Found a crooked sixpence upon a crooked stile. He found a crooked cat and they lived
And if
in
my
a
envoys
crooked
are
house.
correct, you
Something
haven't
like
had a
that.
lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you?
I love the Crooked Man's design,
Do
honestly.
you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes
But
a
I
very
don't think
nice,
he's
very.
crooked enough.
It's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
Got a scotch?
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately.
I don't know my alcohols because I don't drink. Is there a difference?
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver.
Thank you for letting
Sit
me know
down,
there's silver
Joseph.
in there. I'll be prepared now.
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence.
Your servant over there told me you did it.
Jersey said
That's
something
a
along
fucking
those
lie.
lines.
I didn't say anything like that.
Fine.
All I said was that this was your town, and nothing wouldn't happen without your approval, all right?
Isn't that the
That's it.
same thing?
If only that were true. Those women, a don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with.
I already know who did it.
Forgive me, Sheriff, for doubting your acumen, but who do you think committed these crimes?
It was Georgie, all right?
Well done, Sheriff. I'm sorry I doubted you. However, like I said, I'd be handling the matter.
Obviously, it makes sense that it would be Georgie, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like I've said, I
killed him,
played this
so
game
what?
before, so I know, but
You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
yeah, maybe.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look,
Yeah, it
the
does
fact
matter.
is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And
You
then
told me
attempt to
kill
blame
him.
me for it.
Okay, so who's
You will be
telling the
silent
truth
While
here?
we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, sis. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people?
It really
You're
looks like
really
he
gonna
took a
sell him
beating.
out just like
I
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one. Who the shit do you think you fuckers
You
are?
surrender.
Fuck out of
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
I'm running out of patience, crooked man. I don't have time to fuck around here.
This could have gone so well. But you just had to complicate things. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator.
I can tell.
Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Oh, this bitch. I love her design too.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
All right.
This!
Think I'm letting you shoot
You're
me with
done,
silver?
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
You know, it's really nice to not have to push Q and then E.
This way.
Oh, Bigby is such a badass.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Come on. So we're just running through New York as a wolf. No one's asking any questions. A wolf. I know I could have gone after the Crooked Man, but then you missed, like, I think you missed the whole story with Georgie.
Take him off!
I can't.
Well, she flung me off.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Come on.
Fuck it!
Conveniently, there's the exact outfit that Bigby wears just right there where he landed. Even a tie. Nothing to say about that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's really bleeding out, isn't he?
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a lot of blood.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Oh, Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
She loves
I'm
him.
not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean-
fucking... Ah! You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? Ugh. I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The crooked man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
That's not my problem.
Oh, I get it. When a pretty little girl shows up at your door wanting help, you've got all the time in the world. But when I've got something to say, it's not your problem. Well, fuck you. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing.
Yeah, you are.
It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
His insides are
what was I
coming
supposed
out.
to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know?
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
Wait, how is she involved in all this?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure
I
absolute
remember
discretion.
hearing that story a long time ago.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I'm not playing this game, Georgie. I won't kill her.
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life.
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Narissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian,
Georgie.
no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian?
So,
Vivian!
Damn it!
if there's not that much blood coming from her head when she did that, why was there so much
Vivian,
blood
I
coming
didn't
from
fucking mean it.
on the
I was
bed,
just-
on the bed in Lily's room, in the open arms? Where did all that blood come from?
Oh, fuck!
Get up.
Oh, that's so gross.
Up! Don't think so, Bigby.
His insides got rearranged and not in a
I'm
good
gonna
way.
die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right?
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You want to finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right?
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick.
I'm gonna mercy kill him.
All right, Georgie.
Is that the same cab driver who's been driving us around all season?
Of course.
Let's break it open. This kind of reminds me of the factory or warehouse or whatever that was in Saw X. Or Saw 10, whatever you want to call it. And not entirely, just kind of like the design and the coloration.
The big bad wolf. You used to be something.
Faith and Narissa. Me and Faith. Ooh. Who took all these pictures?
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
That's the thing that makes you crooked. This is where they're making their silver shells.
Silver.
The big bad wolf. It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you've made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to.
Of course you do.
I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to.
I just noticed that she has freckles.
Sure will persuade him.
Cut this shit out!
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town?
Oh, don't talk about my mother like that.
Oh, come on! Is that the best you can do?
Let's kick her ass. This is seriously my favorite episode of The Wolf Among Us. Oh, dang it, I pressed square. Dang it!
Where are you? Come out and face me!
I love her design too. It is so cool. With all the glass shards in her, or mirror pieces. I wonder what all the symbols on her body mean. Exit up! Exit up! Exit up! Ooh, we're bigger. We're bigger and badder. Bigby's getting overwhelmed. It's time for the big bad wolf to come out. Oh yes, this is so epic. I love how she breaks apart in the glass. This is why I'm the sheriff. It's time to huff and puff and blow these bitches down. I don't know what she thinks she's gonna do with that, but... And this is why I'm the sheriff. And now I'm Nikki. I love how he just has a pile of clothes right there.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find yourself rolling on the floor in agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. Is that reason enough for you? Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
That's true.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community.
Pleading the fifth.
I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean.
I'm doing this for Faith, because she and Lily died, and someone is gonna answer for that.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going?
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
Yep, we
We
did.
can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting
What do you have to say for yourself?
You killed Lily!
She was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you get
what
off?
about Faith?
You think you have the right to just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook!
You should be ashamed.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
Sincerely hope not.
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything.
You still have a lot to
We'll
answer
deal with
for.
it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the chart.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby
Twice.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
I don't know if I
Bullshit.
trust him with that.
Hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
This is such bullshit.
He's always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true.
They're not loyal. They're not loyal. It's
They do it
fear.
because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their
So what
own
about the
decisions,
chains at the
as
butcher
Georgie
shop?
was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith. The way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
You are.
When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Keeping everyone in debt.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help.
Where
And what
is
did I
the
do for you?
homelands, by the way?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor
Why
folk
can't
escape
Toad go to
the
Auntie Greenleaf for
Because
glamour if
I
he can't
helped
afford
her.
the
She
witches
was
on
able
the
to make a living,
13th floor?
provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some
I mean, I
mistakes.
think that is true.
I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
The sarcastic
Very good,
clap.
Very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
My history?
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more?
And kept everyone
Who was
in
there
debt?
while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
I don't think I'm a big bad wolf right now. I don't think I'm that bad.
Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
That's
What
true.
about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only
So
official
everyone
representative.
hates me and like is like, oh, the big bad wolf, blah blah blah. But I was
I
appointed.
guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
X.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
I was gonna let him live, and I thought about it, but he attacked me.
Oh, hi. Sheriff Bigby. Great to see you. I don't know if you remember me.
He looks like Shaggy.
Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. You gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
He's a pig. Who cares? Where did he get a six-pack, by the way? I'm sorry if I'm yelling. I can't hear myself.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's gross.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
Oh, fudge off.
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Bye, TJ.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
Saying goodbye?
At least he looked both ways before crossing the street.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Oh?
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened.
But that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth?
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. It seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just...
Things are always different.
That car just moved really weirdly.
After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened, and no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
And this was the ending that shook. It shook me.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
So that ending right there literally was like, it shook me when I first saw it, because it was like, is Nerissa actually Faith? Because we know that you can glamour yourself as another Fable. So we know that much. So did Faith and Nerissa change places? Did they do that? Because if they did, then that's insane that all along we were talking to Faith and Faith wasn't actually dead. But that's just crazy. But we don't know for sure. And in the second Wolf Among Us that's coming out, I don't think they're going to be continuing from the end of this one. I think they're doing a new story or whatever. So that's going to be kind of unfortunate that we won't get to find out if they don't continue that. Which, yeah, that really sucks. And so with what Narissa said about the Crooked Man and everything, so we don't actually, I guess we don't really find out if the Crooked Man actually did order the death of Faith and Lily, because it's either you believe Georgie or you believe the Crooked Man, because the Crooked Man, like, swears and swears that he did not order their deaths. Narissa claims that she knows for sure that the Crooked Man ordered their deaths, and then Georgie was like right away reacted like he was like, oh, you asked me to do it. So it's like, who do you believe? Because the Crooked Man could either be a really good liar and be really good at speaking, or it's like, who do you believe? Okay, what did you do to Georgie? You and 68.6% of players killed Georgie. So I did that because I wanted to mercy kill him. I know the whole thing about killing, that I keep saying don't kill someone when they're down and all that stuff and defenseless, but mercy killing is completely different because I wanted to end his suffering. I didn't want to leave him there to just die slowly and painfully. That's different. Did you give the Crooked Man a trial? You and 89.6% of players brought the Crooked Man back alive. I'm going to assume the percentage of people who didn't bring him back alive was the percentage of people who probably played this as a run of being the a-hole or being the big bad wolf to get the, like, the story pieces, not the story pieces, I guess the fable pieces, the extras of, because I know you have to play the game a certain way of, like, hurting people and killing people to actually get certain pieces of the like the fable book or whatever it's called. So I'm going to assume that might have been those people, or just people who wanted to do it. How did you punish the Crooked Man? You and 47.4% of players chose to imprison the Crooked Man. I didn't choose to imprison the Crooked Man. I didn't choose to imprison him. I chose to throw him down the witching well. Unless it's going off of my first decision. Like my decision that I said before I threw him down the witching well. I don't know. Did you accept TJ's gift for Snow? You and 98.5% of players decided to accept TJ's gift for Snow. Who's that 2% that didn't? Rude. What were your last words to Narissa? You and 54.8% of players said, I hope I've done some good here. So why is that one of the decisions, but it's not one of the decisions, the important ones for player choices, for it to be whether or not you go after her at the end? Why is that not one of the decisions? Alright, well. Okay, Beast. You lied to him about seeing Beauty outside the apartment. Bluebeard. You fought him after the interrogation. Colin. You gave him a drink when he asked for one in your apartment. You help him to avoid the farm. Crooked Man. You took him back to the witching well. You imprisoned him. You tossed him down the witching well. Oh, unless it's going off of when I played this, when I originally played it, not when I originally played it, but when I did my first run for recording, I actually chose to imprison him. Unless it's going over that. Gren, you drank with Gren after Lily's funeral. Jack, you made a deal with him. Lawrence, you went to his place first. You prevented him from dying. Snow, you brought her along with you to the Trip Trap. You promised to bring the Crooked Man back alive. Tiny Tim, you chose to wait for him. TJ, you accepted his beetle and promised to give it to Snow. Toad, you stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm. You gave him money. Okay, so this game, top 5 favorite games for sure. I love this game. This game had a huge impact on me when I first played on PS3. I think it first came out on PS3. Yeah, I first played on PS3 and it had a huge impact on me. I have loved this game so much. I have played it at least 4 or 5 times. And I love this game so much. The artwork in this game is amazing. The music in this game is amazing, especially the intro music. I love the story that Telltale created for this. I know it's based on the comics, or graphic novels or something, but the story that Telltale just developed for this is just perfect, top notch. I think this is, even though I haven't played all the Telltale games, this one is by far, no matter what, probably my favorite. The Walking Dead would be my second favorite out of Telltale games, but this one is definitely my favorite. I love the story. I love the art that they did. The artwork for this game is just amazing. The colors that they use, the designs of the characters, and the fact that they use, I know, again, based on the graphic novels and stuff where they use the fables and everything, but the use of like fables and fairy tale creatures and all that stuff is just so cool. I love that concept. And I think it's such a unique concept too. But I love it, and I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this game with me. Thank you to everyone who has stuck with me through this. I know that the first episode did not get, it didn't, get pushed down to the algorithm that much. It didn't, get super, a ton of views, The Walking Dead did. The second episode got a little bit more views, and I'm not too worried about how many views it gets. It's just a matter of I'm playing a game that I enjoy, and I'm giving it to you, or I'm releasing it for you guys to see, for anyone who wants to see it. Maybe in the future more people will watch it, I don't know. But for anyone who has stuck around since the first episode that I released to the final episode that I released, thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you're here and you've been here since the first episode that I put out, let me know in the comments if you have been here that long, and I want to say hi to you. If you guys have played this before, what were your decisions? Do you think I should have imprisoned the Crooked Man, or do you think I should have thrown him down the witching well? But I thoroughly enjoy this game. In the future, if I ever do a nostalgia week or something, or a nostalgia month, I think I might replay The Wolf Among Us and do the run of Bigby being the a-hole. I think I'll do that. But again, I hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as I have. Because I love replaying this, and I know I didn't go in blind, but I still hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a great rest of your day, whatever time zone it is for you. I will see you all in the next video, whatever that video is. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Liking and commenting helps this video get into the algorithm. Subscribing helps the channel grow, and it helps me out a ton. And hitting that notification bell helps you know when I upload next, because I do not have a regular upload schedule because I do work. But I hope you all enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day, whatever time zone it is for you. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.